Whenever you come across a very successful person, he or she made a very courageous decision. So the decisions that you make or do not make from today moving forward will determine what type of life you will lead. So for me to go from a single parent and full-time engineer to where I am today required me to make some major decisions. Now, those decisions that were the most critical, the most impactful to me, came down to these 6 words. And these 6 words were, how bad did I want it? How bad did I want to have a better life for my son and I? How bad did I want to become a full-time commercial real estate investor? How bad did I not want to work for a company for 12 years, full-time, achieving their goals and none of mine? Well, I wanted it so bad that I ended up making courageous decisions for myself. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what has worked for me. So here are my 5 keys to making decisions in commercial real estate. Let's get started. Key number 1, right? Number 1 is making no decision is the worst decision. The worst decision. Let me share with you a quote from our 26th president, Theodore Roosevelt. He says, in any moment of decision, the best thing to do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing. The worst thing to do is nothing. So what he means by that is, when you are in a position to make a decision, make the best decision. And if you can't make the best decision, still make a decision. It may not turn out perfect, but you still make a decision. But the worst thing you can do is nothing. That's the worst. So I know that making decisions can be scary at times. But you want to know what's scarier? Regret. Regret for just sitting there and doing nothing. That's the worst. So in my opinion, when you are in a position to make a decision, and you don't, right? Number 1, to me, it's irresponsible and also negligent to yourself and maybe to those that depend upon you. So when you are in a position to make a decision, you gotta make a decision. You have to make it. Do you jump on this rocket ship called commercial real estate investing, or do you stay grounded? Now, there's this great quote that I'll never forget. It's from Eric Schmidt. He's the former CEO of Google. He says, when someone offers you a seat on the rocket ship, don't ask what seat, just get on. I love that quote. Now, to help you move forward a little better in making decisions in any area of your life, let's go to key number 2. Here we are, key number 2. Number 2 is exercise your decision-making muscle. Decision-making is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets, the easier it becomes. And when you stop using your decision-making muscle, it gets weak, right? It starts to atrophy. My favorite exercise is push-ups. Here I am in my 50s, I can still do 50 push-ups. The reason why? I haven't stopped doing push-ups since being a teenager. Now, going back from when I left home at age 18, went to college, I changed my major 3 times. I became a single parent while finishing up college. I left my corporate job to pursue commercial real estate full-time, and now here today I lead one of the top commercial real estate investing firms in the country. All of that took decision making. None of that would have happened. I wouldn't be here today if I didn't make key decisions. Now, early on, I didn't have a choice in my career. It was a matter of survival, a matter of life and death to make decisions. And I'm thinking perhaps some of you have difficulty in making decisions. And maybe it's because your decision-making muscle is underdeveloped. Perhaps your parents, your spouse, or maybe your employer made decisions for you. Or maybe you live in a world of fear, where you have fear of making decisions. That's a possibility. Or how about some of you may be in a comfort zone, right? And we all know that no great things happen when you are in a comfort zone. So what I want you to do is start exercising your decision-making muscle. I want you to start looking for opportunities to exercise it. Okay? And begin today. Begin today. So I have a question for you. All right? The question is there an opportunity today, right now, staring at you in the face where you need to make a decision? Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you an action item. For that opportunity right now staring at you, I want you to make a call. I want you to make a decision right now. Or send an email, make a decision. Or start a meeting, request a meeting to make a decision right now. All right? And I guarantee you, your decision-making muscles will get stronger and your life will thank you for it. Now, if you need a little more help in getting over the hump of making a decision, let's go to key number 3. Many of you have a fear of making a mistake when making a decision. So a good starting point is key number 3, the 40-70 decision-making rule, made famous by Colin Powell, 4-star general, U.S. Army, and former Secretary of State for the U.S. And he says, when you're about to make a decision and you're gathering facts, okay, you're gathering all the data and all the facts, okay, and you have between 40 and 70% of all the information, then it's time to make a decision. You need to go with your gut, right? When you have between 40 and 70%, that's the sweet spot. Now, if you want to make a decision and you have 40% or less, that's considered gambling or borderline irresponsible, right? So he says again, when you have 40 to 7% information gathered, not everything, it's time to go with your gut, time to make a decision. On the flip side, when you want to gather more than 70%, there's a problem. You're going to run into missed opportunities. The window of opportunity will close, and you're getting into overanalyzing, right? That was me many years ago, being a former engineer. I wanted everything in place, all the boxes checked before I made a decision. That didn't go so well. And here's what happens when we do a lot of coaching, and when we make offers, it's impossible to have all the data gathered before you make offers. I know some of you want all the data before you go in and make offers. It's impossible. So once we have 40 to 7% of all the data, we need to make an offer. If we don't, we run into missed opportunity. The window of opportunity to buy the deal is closed, and we get into analysis paralysis. So no decision is made, and you lose out on the deal. Now, here are a few telltale signs that you are overanalyzing or you're trying to get too much information before making a decision. You're going to run into missed deadlines, right? Sound familiar? You're going to run into continually revisiting your analysis. Sound familiar? And lastly, you want to wait until everybody agrees with you before you make a decision. So this area over here is the area of analysis paralysis. You're frozen. So the best thing you can do is, once you have between 40 and 70% of the information, data and information gathered, it's time to make a decision. Go with your gut, and your life will reward you for that. All right, so here's the bottom line. The bottom line is this: a good decision today is better than a great decision tomorrow. Got it? All right, so let's go to key 4. All right, let's go there next. All right, here we are. Key number 4, know your why. You all know the saying that when your why you want to do something, when it's powerful, then the how-to is not so difficult. So when your why has deep meaning to you, you will make decisions. My why when I first started was twofold, right? Number one was, you all know the story. My boss and mentor was laid off without him even knowing, with the upper management's intention of putting me in his place. I wanted no part of that. And the reason why was, if they can do that to him, who was a great person who started the company, they can do that to me. My second why was, when I first started, I was a single parent. And I had the most supportive, most encouraging, most inspiring little one to take care of. And so failure was not an option. No way could I fail. So that was a powerful why to me to continue to push through. And we survived. We thrived. So my question to you is, what is your why? What is it? Why do you want to begin a path with commercial real estate investing? Could it be you want to leave your job and do commercial real estate full-time? Is that it? How about leaving a legacy for your kids or grandkids? How about creating your own personal retirement fund using commercial real estate investing? Or maybe travel whenever or when you want. How about that? And lastly, what about giving great sums of money to ministry and charities? That sounds exciting, right? So all of these things here, all of these whys have something in common. Leave, create, travel, give. Those are all decisions, right? You have to make decisions to be able to get here. So there's a saying I want to share with you. And the saying is, he who has you guessed it, he who has a why can endure anyhow. All right? So again, my question to you is, what is your why? If your why is powerful, you will make a decision. So what I want to do now, I want a little audience participation. I want you to put in the comment box, tell me your why. I'm very interested in hearing what is your why to invest in commercial real estate. So go ahead and type in the box. I'll wait here, and I like to see and hear what your whys are. All right, so let's wrap it up. Let's go to key number 5. But make sure you put your why in the comment box. Here we are, key number 5. Key number 5 is make decisions quickly, change them slowly. When you study high-performing individuals like CEOs and other great leaders, that's their trait. Make decisions quickly, change them slowly. The result is you will experience progress, personal growth, and you'll reach your goals. That's what you want, right? And on the other hand, if you make decisions and you constantly second guess yourself, or you start changing your decisions, here's what's going to happen. You're going to start having inner conflict that something is wrong. I should have stuck with my decision. You're going to have a gut feel violation. Your gut feel is going to say something's wrong. And then your decision-making muscle is going to start to freeze and atrophy, right? You don't want that. And all that's going to happen because you're telling yourself, I don't stick to my decisions. Not good, not good. So key 5, make decisions quickly, change them slowly, right? Now, to make that work, here's what I want you to do. I want you to do the following things. I want you to become the CEO of your life, right? Become the great leader of your life, right? Become the great leader of your life. Become the CEO of your life. And I want you to start making this. Excuse my back. I want you to start making executive decisions over your life. You're in charge. You're in charge. Be the great leader of your life. Now, in these categories, finances, faith, health, relationships, business, it's personal. If any of those aren't, you're not where you want to be in any of those categories, right? And you're the CEO of your life. You are now, right? Here's the question. What are you going to do about it, right? You're the CEO. Everyone's looking to you for leadership. And some of these categories are failing, or they're not where you want them to be. And you're the leader. What are you going to do about it? Right? That's the question. That's the question. So key number 5, make decisions quickly, change them slowly, will only reward you in your life. All right, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me do a quick summary of the 5 keys. Number 1 is to making no decision is the worst decision. Number 2 is exercise your decision-making muscles, right? Number 3, use the 40-70 decision-making rule. It's powerful, right? It'll help you get over the hump of making decisions. Number 4, my favorite, know your why. If your why has deep meaning, you will make decisions. And key number 5, make decisions quickly, change them slowly. Be the CEO of your life. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. All right, I want to offer you, no obligation, is there's a link here that will appear download my book, Commercial Real Estate for Investing. If you want more videos like this, please go onto our website, commercialpropertyadvisors.com. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.